guys, welcome to today's lesson. My name is Srinidhi. I'm an educator on Unacademy. I teach English grammar on this platform. You guys can follow me on Unacademy by downloading the Unacademy Learning app on your phone, and please to check out the YouTube channel as well. So in today's lesson, we're going to learn a few difficult words from the Hindu newspaper with its meaning, synonyms, and how to use that specific word in a sentence, along with it a jumbled word at the end of the lesson for which the meaning you guys will give me in the comment section. So let's get started.
Hey guys, so this is the third lesson under the course Daily Hindu Analysis Part 4. So as you all can see, the date is already mentioned. Yes, it is yesterday's newspaper. The previous two lessons were also from the same newspaper, but since it had a lot of new words, I didn't want to let them just pass by. So I thought I would make a few more lessons on the same newspaper because it had a lot of new words. So here's the first word, which is pachyderm. Pachyderm, yes, as you all can see, derm is something that is relating to skin. Pachyderm is a noun that means a large thick-skinned animal such as an elephant or a rhino. So when these are, we use this term to, to describe or to call very big, large animals who have very thick skin. Okay, so those are called pachyderm. Example, a pachyderm can injure a predator by stumping it with its hooves. So a predator is a person, predator and prey. So these are the opposites, right? So predator is, when we're talking in wild terms, a predator is a person who will eat the prey. So a lion is a predator and a deer is a prey. So in other case, when we turn it around, the lion would be a prey at the hands of poachers. So poachers are humans who go hunting for the skin and other stuff. So predator is a person who will eat the prey, and prey is a person who will be eaten by the predator. Okay, hooves, if you guys have seen the horses or donkeys, they have hooves. They don't have fingers and legs. So very it is the material is very hard to explain, but then it makes a very nice sound. So the hooves are the leg parts or legs of horses or donkeys or animals in general. So pachyderm is a very large thick-skinned animal such as elephants or rhinoceros. Next one is herbicide. Herbicide is a noun that means a chemical that is used to destroy plants, especially weeds. So when a chemical is used to destroy plants, we call that chemical as herbicide, especially weed. So the plant that they would destroy is weed. Weed is an unwanted plant that grows along the plantations. So the unwanted grass in between the rice plantation or wheat plantation are called weeds. So in order to destroy them, they spray herbicides. So example, hares are killed when licking fur with herbicide. So since hare live along the fields and stuff, so when you spray herbicide, maybe the coat is also get affected by it, and when they lick their own coat of fur, they die because obviously it's a very deadly chemical. So being humans, we don't care about who is injured or what is injured, we just care about our own self. So yes, that's a sad truth. The third one is hostilities. Hostilities is a noun that means fighting between two parties or groups who are at war. So something which is very unfriendly, something which is very hostile, very very unpleasant, very unhospitable. So those kind of situations are called hostilities. Synonyms: unfriendly. All right. Example: the people in war-prone countries fear that hostilities may break out anytime. So people in Syria and all, they're very scared because they are war-prone countries, and they fear that there might be hostilities, there might be unfriendly reactions from two groups at any point in time, no matter morning, evening, during festivals. Nobody can tell what happens there. Next word is murky. Murky is an adjective, a place or time of the day which is dark and rather unpleasant because there is not enough light. So something that is very dark, a place or a day which is very unpleasant because there is not enough light. So we describe that specific thing as murky. Okay, So the synonyms are gloomy, dark. So gloomy we've already done in the previous lessons. So dark is without enough light, all right? Example, the leader has too many connections with those with a murky past. That means the leader has a lot of connections with people who have a murky past, in the sense who have a very dark past. Very dark past in the sense maybe they could have a criminal background, or maybe they could be related to all the illegal activities. So their their past is extremely dark. So the leader has connection with people who have a murky past. Okay. Next word is infancy. So as we all know this, I just wanted to make sure infancy is a noun. That means the period of one's life where one is a very young child. So infancy is your childhood basically. Synonyms babyhood or childhood. Okay. Example, one's vulnerabilities emerge during infancy. That means one's vulnerabilities in the sense of when you're a kid you develop phobias. When you're a kid you develop fears. So it emerges, or it comes out, or it starts during one's infancy. That means during one's childhood. Okay. Next word is spur. Spur is a verb. That means if one thing spurs you to do another, it encourages you to do it. So if someone spurs you to do something, that means they're encouraging you. All right. So synonyms drive, prompt. Drive is they drive you towards that specific goal, or they prompt you, or they encourage you, they poke you, prod you until you do it. Okay. Example, my mom was glad that my sister was spurred to quit her monotonous job. So my mom was glad that my sister was the encouragement, or my sister was very encouraging to quit her monotonous job, to make my mom quit her monotonous job. Monotonous job is the job which is very, the routine. You get up, you get ready, you go to work, you do the same work till 5 o'clock in the evening, and then you catch a bus, you come home, sleep, do the same thing the very next day. So this is monotonous. You don't have any variety in your life, you don't have flavors in your life, you don't have anything interesting in your life. So that is a very monotonous life. Okay. Next one is indictment. Indictment, that's a noun, which means a formal accusation that someone has committed a crime. So this acquisition is not based on false premises, or it's a very formal acquisition, so that someone has committed a crime. Synonyms are charges and allegations. Okay, allegation, acquisition we've already done in the previous lessons, so I'm skipping the meaning. Example, prosecutors sought an indictment on child trafficking and fraud charges. That means prosecutors sought or they claimed, or they charged against, or they made acquisitions against child trafficking and fraud charges. So child trafficking is kidnapping children and selling them off, and fraud charges, we know what a fraud is. So before starting with the jumbled letters, let's look into the pronunciation once again. First word is pachyderm. Those are large, thick-skinned animals. Herbicide are the chemicals that are, sprayed on plants to get rid of weeds. Hostilities are unfriendly actions. Murky is a dark or a gloomy place or a past. Infancy is one's childhood or babyhood. Spur is encouragement or promptness. Indictment is a formal acquisition. Okay. So the jumbled word that I suggested in the previous lesson was EFNRAOISU. So the correct word, when you rearrange the letters, you will get nefarious. Nefarious. So I gave you an hint that it is an adjective, and the synonym is wicked. So nefarious means we use nefarious to describe an activity that is wicked and immoral. So immoral is something that is, against one's moral ethics, or against one's moral beliefs. Okay. So when an activity is very wicked, evil, cruel, criminal, and very immoral, against one's ethics, it's called a nefarious activity. Synonym, wicked, criminal. Okay. So the example is, the outcome when an essential product could be used for nefarious purposes scares people. So what will happen when an essential product could be a medicine. So when those products could be sold for nefarious purposes, maybe they sold as drugs. So the outcome is very scary because it is a very essential product for people to save their lives, but in turn they sold in the form of, for nefarious purposes or with wicked intentions or evil intentions. So the outcome is really frightening. And the word I would suggest for this specific lesson is EROSUPIL. So if you rearrange the letters, you will arrive at a word which is an adjective, and the synonym of that specific word is dangerous. So if you guys know the meaning of the word or the word itself, please let me know in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Until then, bye bye.